Fall's off to a great start here in Seoul. We're on the rooftop and it's clear, very clear sky today. How are you both feeling today?
The weather is so nice.
Yeah, honestly, I feel phenomenal. I feel so grateful. Good to be here.
Can I first ask you to introduce yourselves to the audience?
I'm Jinwoo Lee. I'm 26 years old. Very fortunately, I had an opportunity to join a startup company very recently, a few months ago. So I am gaining work experience there while doing my Amway business at the same time.
Hello everybody, my name is Haewon Moon. I work in the HR department from Korea and I major in political science also. So yes, and I'm really honored to be here. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you. And you know what? That actually makes three of us that studied political science. That was my major as well.
Vamos!
Can you briefly tell us how you got started with your Amway business?
I was introduced to the concept of network marketing by a trusted acquaintance of mine. After attending several meetings, there's a system here. My desire, my urge to run my own business just got bigger and bigger.
Okay, so how was it actually starting the business?
I realized it wasn't so easy. I came to realize why so many people kind of gave up within the first year.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I also realized why I should finish this.
Right. How come you didn't give up on it and you kept pursuing your dream?
I couldn't give up because Amway is a very, very special tool that I must pursue throughout my entire life.
So it is tool to help you accomplish your goal?
I've always been very ambitious from a few years ago, having some grandiose plans for my future. And I think that part of my personality just got amplified by Amway. I've recently learned about the concept of flywheel, knowing that success takes time, and you need to delay gratification. And that's why I could just withstand the present, sad or happy.
So I actually hear that you have somebody else in your life that is like a sponsor, is that correct?
Yeah, tennis, the sport, is my hobby and the talent at the same time. Just like I met Amway somehow, I met my tennis coach, who not only helped me gain true passion and interest towards tennis, but also helped me develop some real skill.
So since we have some of the tennis balls and tennis rackets, you're going to be showing us some of your skills today?
Yeah.
That you can imitate some victory poses and some of the victory or the tennis skills that some of the famous tennis players do, correct?
Yeah, correct. My favorite player in tennis is Novak Djokovic. Djokovic does it.
More space.
This guy, his name is Rafael Nadal.
Oh, you got the shirt.
Vamos!
No, vamos!
One more. Have you heard of Dominic Thiem?
So definitely we can tell you're good at tennis, but you must have some other natural skills. And we actually heard from the pre-interview that beatboxing is one of the things that you can do.
You guys were gonna make me do this.
Absolutely.
Now I'm gonna check some microphones. Check microphone! Check one!
Nice. Even threw some Super Mario in there. 그거랑 못해요. Error. 미안해. We're gonna end on error.
Yeah.
That was absolutely nowhere. You're like here and I'm like down here. We'll do our best to support you from the company
That was
side
very cool.
rather than beatboxing.
Yeah.
I think with that, we're gonna wrap up the talent corner of the show and we'll talk a little bit more about you and your business.
Sounds good.
Why did you choose Amway to be a vehicle for that ambition?
Whatever I choose to do, always think about what's the end game. So if I were to be an employee for a company, you aim for the maximum salary and eventually retirement. Perhaps you could taste a little bit of your dreams. And I've seen friends trying to get higher degrees in graduate school, but they either become very professional in that realm or even burn out in the middle because it's a long way, right?
Burnout is common,
Yeah.
for sure these days.
So I also thought about the end of this business, this Amway business. Definitely you start small. You start very, very small, but there is freedom at the end. So doing what you want to do, when you want to do it. So that's the end goal.
So what is some of the most difficult point in your Amway business?
I'd say facing the prejudice and misunderstandings of people. It would be a lie that I'm not affected. I'm ice cold every time.
You're a human.
I'm a human being. It really is challenging to lead them from a misunderstanding to a proper understanding. I see them very easily affected by people around them, and as if they're walking on thin ice.
Since starting your Amway business, many things have changed too, right?
Yes, a lot. First, my energy level has definitely risen, and I have more knowledge about what kind of dreams I should have, about how to fulfill them, about how to deal with the everyday obstacles or stress. Because only a year ago, I was very kind of stressed about how people reacted.
It affects you a lot to see somebody else's. You are really good at tennis. We're gonna play a little game to test your actual skills.
Okay, that's so.
We'll do a little bit of rally back and forth.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Whoa.
That's my bad. 15 all.
Ooh. Oh.
우와, 잘한다.
Whoa. I'm gonna give you that point. I think you get that one. 15-30.
Okay.
Serve.
Oh.
Oh no.
So 15-40. So
15,
if I
okay.
win one more point, it's
Okay.
my game.
All right.
Okay.
No.
That was my game.
Good game. Good game.
Good game. Yeah.
That's ace.
이긴 거야?
And then you serve this time.
오케이, 오케이. 오,
Super ace.
노룩 설브.
Oh, out. Whoa. Go. Oh. I have no idea. We're gonna end on error. Thank you for being such a good sport and teaching us, some tennis and playing with us. It's been fun. I think you deserve a prize.
Yes.
You'll pick one of the balls.
Okay, so
Get it.
AirPod is inside.
There might be.
Yeah.
We might be able to get you that.
Yeah, I can see that.
오, 엠바이 뉴트리라이트, 영양 가득 비타 충전 젤리.
That
Wow. We had some fun with tennis. We got you your prize. Now we're going to go to a very important part of the show. It's where, Ginny, you get to look at the camera. You have 1 minute. That's all yours. You can tell the world whatever you want.
I don't think I am particularly smarter or stronger than other people, but if you spend time with me, you're gonna have a lot of fun. You're gonna have a lot of fun. You're gonna feel a lot of good energy, a lot of positivity. And a friend of mine told me that sometimes I emanate this golden retriever energy. I don't know what that means, but she told me that. People remember how they felt, right? More than what they did or what they heard. That is the kind of person I am, and I want to spend time with that kind of people.
That's so cool. I think sharing your happiness and what you value with others is really important.
I don't want to prove that I was right or prove them wrong. That's not what I want. I just want to make them feel safe because you know how parents are. So I want to just show them that I'm happy, I am legitimate, I am just living life just in my terms, and then I'm making some money. And that is the best way to bring some sort of peace to my parents and to my family.
So that leads us to our last official question of, what is Amway to you?
To me, Amway is a good life business. I learned over the past few years that you need 4 pillars to good life, which are health, wealth, love, and happiness. In Amway, you can get them all.
That makes perfect sense, and those 4 pillars are true. I think we've had an awesome time on the show today. We'll hope you join us again on AOTV. So then on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3.
Ayo,
see you later.
이러고.
So on today's episode of AOTV with Gina, there were 3 things that he talked about that I want you to take away from. 1 is bragging about something. If you're bragging, you're showing off what you're good at. Gina showed off some of his talents that he did really, really well. The second is when something hits you. That was what really hit me. Doesn't literally mean that you're getting hit. It makes an impression on you. Last, wrapping it up. And that's what we're gonna do right now is wrap up this show. We'll see you next time on AOTV. Bye.